divine ones. Welcome back to Miracle Mantras. I'm Karen Jote. I'll be reading today's lesson for you, singing these mantras with you so that you can sing them and carry them with you throughout your day. And I'll be adding a commentary at the end. This is lesson 113. For morning and evening review. 1. I am one self, united with my Creator. Serenity and perfect peace are mine, because I am one self, completely whole, at one with all creation and with God. 2. Salvation comes from my one self. From my one self, whose knowledge still remains within my mind, I see God's perfect plan for my salvation perfectly fulfilled. On the hour, I am one self united with my Creator. On the half hour, salvation comes from my one self. One self am I, with my Creator united by the love that honors you and I, and holds us both in joy sublime. One self am I, with my Creator united by the love that honors you and I, and holds us both in joy sublime. One self am I, with my Creator united by the love that honors you and I, and holds us both in joy sublime. One self am I, with my Creator united by the love that honors you and I, and holds us both in joy sublime. One self am I, with my Creator united by the love that honors you and I, and holds us both in joy sublime. One self am I, with my Creator united by the love that honors you and I, and holds us both in joy sublime. One self am I, with my Creator united by the love that honors you and I, and holds us both in joy sublime. Salvation comes from my one self, from my one self it comes. Salvation comes from my one self, from my one self it comes. Salvation comes from my Salvation comes from my one self, from my one self it comes. Salvation comes from my one self, from my one self it comes. Salvation comes from my one self, from my one self it comes. Salvation comes from my one self, from my one self it comes. Salvation comes from my one self, from my one self it comes. Salvation comes from my one self, from my one self it comes. Salvation comes from my one self, from my one self it comes. Instead of all of these fragmented pieces of God's children, instead of all these fragmented pieces in our mind, one part of us wants to do this today, one part wants to do something else, one part wants to be this, one part wants to be something different. One part thinks we should do this, one part thinks we should do a different thing. So the mind is always going in fragmented different directions that often contradict each other, right? And so we're like not moving anywhere. It's like being in quicksand with this many different fragmented selves. And then we have that on the large scale, all the fragmented self turned into all these supposed bodies. And none of us know where to go and how to do it. We think we do, but we again engaging in that conflicted many selves, many ideas. So here we come back to peace. We come back to tranquility and calm and rest in divine rest in the knowing that we're only one self. We're only one self, and we're only one love. Thank you for being with me. I look forward to being with you again tomorrow.